Hey, what's up, everybody? Real quick here on theta, I forgot to mention on the previous video, but looking at this, we were talking about it yesterday, how the price is sort of hanging on this line in here, and it's just going up and down, up and down. And we compared it to Bitcoin. Where are you at, Bitcoin? Right here. So when we go to the weekly or 4-day chart, we can see it right there. So you can see this line, right, support, and it's just dwindling and dwindling and dwindling, and then flat, 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 and then it finally breaks down, right? So that's what we were comparing it to yesterday. So when we look at the price of theta, we can see something similar happening here, right? So I'll put the line right there, and that's how you kind of know it's dwindling, right? Go sideways a bit in here, and then it breaks to the downside. It came up, it retested it, got rejected, came back down, made another low, came back up, got rejected again. Now it's coming back down, right? I did even mention, if you want to be conservative, wait for the price to come back up and test here, and that would be a good trade. So exactly what we talked about yesterday is happening today. So that's good to see. I mean, not good because the price is falling, but good because that's what we talked about. So this isn't a surprise. Maybe somebody took the trade there, but so where is it going? Well, if I put the Fibonacci retracement on this wave here and I go to about right there, we're probably almost there. I would imagine we're going somewhere around the 261 or the 1618 or the 618. We're going to the 1618 most likely, which is $2.16. So that's sort of what I forgot to talk about. Didn't really focus too much on the small time frames on theta, but yeah, that's what we got here. I mean, you also have a potential descending triangle. I don't like it at all, but if we took the measured move of that, that would actually bring us down to the 786, and that would actually back test this little area in here. So that's definitely a possibility, but I would say we'll get there when we get there, but let's first get to the 618 and then we can talk about it, because this also could be something what Bitcoin's doing, which is an ABC, right? You got an A, come up for B, and it looks like a 1 2 1 2. So then we get 3 4 5 4 5, maybe something like that, before we continue working our way. So yeah, the short term could be a little bearish, so we'll keep tracking it, because when I go to Bitcoin here, right, we talked about on the previous video, this could be a triangle, and if it's a triangle, then I can't see theta dumping that much, right? A, B, C, D, and then we're getting E, right? We shouldn't have too much lower to go. If I put on theta here, I would say maybe another hit to the low for theta, right? So let me go back to theta real quick. A, B, or actually A, B, and then some kind of weird, see, that took the high out, so that wouldn't work. So it's more like some kind of weird, I mean, it could be a WXY, let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. I mean, we could have a completed wave here too, so you have to be aware of that. This could be finished because we have 3, 3, 3. That's a WXY. So I mean, I don't like it a lot. I mean, it looks more like a 1, 2, 1, 2, but definitely we have 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3, right? So we have 3, 3, and 3. So WXY. Maybe Y is not finished, and we have one more hit to the low. Hit that 618. Finish out there. Find some support without breaking the low, and then continue higher. And that would be a nice 1, 2, 3, a 3-wave move. A nice correction that corrects this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave move. So we have 5 waves, 3-wave pullback, right? I mean, it could get nasty and come down, to this area, this back test level. Or if it's only 3 waves, we could be, getting to that 618. But I would say somewhere in here to finish out this ABC and then continue higher. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for the price of theta. Just to talk about the small time frame. So when I look at theta fuel, I mean, it's still very, very bullish, until it isn't, right? We have an A, we have a B, we have a C. That is a running flat. And then it looks like we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a 3-wave pullback. And then we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a 3-wave pullback. So I mean, we could be ready, guys. This thing looks like primed, right? I mean, so that's one idea there, and that would be the bullish idea, obviously. Now it's debatable if this is 5. I mean, it kind of looks like 3. So let's talk about that if it is. So what we have then is, right, and by the way, that last one I had, if this was a 3-wave pullback, then we're ready to go, right? But if it's an A, B, C running flat, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? What we could have is a more complex correction where we have 1, 2, 3, and then this could be either 1, 2, 3, right? So we have one W, and then we have an X, and then we come down, right? We pump up a little bit and then finish out for Y. So this whole thing would be 3, 3, 3 or WXY. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a big 3-way pullback, maybe test the bull market support band, and then get ready to go. So that's how I'm looking at theta fuel. So either it's that or that first idea we had where this is basically correcting. I mean, you can see how it's impulsing. Look at all these choppy candles in here. See how it's very choppy? So I would watch this trend line here and see how it starts to play out. So yeah, I mean, it's still, any way you look at it, right? We're in an upwards trend, higher highs, higher lows. There you go. So we've been sort of more on the bottom part of the here, so maybe we're gonna come down and test this trend line. I just drew it. It's not a perfect line, but just to give you an idea here, right? Before we start making our way back to the upper part of the line, and then usually it will eventually break out of that line. So there you go. There's theta fuel and theta small term price update. Thank you guys. Hit the like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.